Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media and fight fans. Wow, what an explosive fight we got last night. That was a true treat. Brought to us by Showtime Championship Boxing when Puerto Rico's own Subriel Matias took on Argentina's Matias Ponce. What a battle. I mean, we're only 2 years in. 2 months into this year. Only 2 months in, and we already got 3 Fight of the Year nominees. When you look at the Better BF versus Yard, highly competitive fight, went into many rounds. You had Navarrete versus late replacement Liam Wilson. That fight was a slugfest. Both men knocked the other man. Each man took a turn, knocking down the other man, and the fight went back and forth until that ended. And this fight last night, whoa. From the beginning, Matias Ponce from Argentina just came charging. He came charging at Matias. And what Matias, credit to him for this, because Ponce came with an onslaught. It looked like Matias must have felt like he was in the ring with like 3 different people, because the punches were coming in bunches and they were coming from all angles. This Ponce is a really, really good fighter. He was giving, the combination punches and with thudding power, thudding. All that Matias could do is just hold that high guard, and just try to absorb these punches. These punches look like they could break barricades. And they were combination punches. They were coming from up top to the body, back to the body, back up top, top head, body head. It was up and down. Like he was, thudding blows. And Matias is getting caught. He's going around the guard of Matias and catching him. By the second round, Matias had already a lump on his eye. But credit to Matias for his composure, for his corner, credit to his corner for coaching him the right way. And man, Matias, Puerto Rico, we got ourselves another one. We got ourselves a champion right here, man. This guy is a true player. Both these guys, credit to both men, because this was a fantastic fight. But Puerto Rico's own Subriel Matias weathered the early storm, which it didn't look good, man. Being Puerto Rican myself, you got that hometown, you root for your home team. So I'm looking at this fight. I'm like, oh my goodness, is he going to survive this? And before you know it, he weathered the storm, started seeing some openings. See, what Ponce probably did wrong was he gave too much too early, and he probably started to gas out a little bit. So you start to see now Matias is catching little openings, short punches. He couldn't, because there was not even enough distance to extend. So he's staying in the pocket with him. And as soon as he seen an opening, pop, the left hook was catching him a lot. And the left hook proved to be a pivotal punch later on in the fight. But then from like rounds 2 and 3, it was just a back and forth trading. For what you call a classic phone booth fight. Like 2 people in them old school phone booths with nowhere to run, nowhere to go. And it's just inside of a phone booth trading punches. Boom, boom. And this was left and right, back and forth action the whole night. And until the 5th round, when Subriel Matias caught him with a nice left hook above the temple. And that shook Ponce. And from there, Matias capitalized, started hitting the body, going body head, giving Ponce a little taste of his medicine. And before you know it, he caught him with a body shot that really hurt him and puts him down. That happens right at the end of the 5th round. And Ponce's corner calls the fight over. So very surprising. Matias wins that fight. With Ponce not coming back out, to continue the fight. So one thing that I gotta say though is, man, the 140-pound division just got 2 big stars, big names now. Subriel Matias He's got 20 knockout. He's got like a 20 knockout streak going. He is a knockout puncher. This kid is the truth. And I'm excited to see him. And he's arrived. He has arrived. There's a lot of good fights for him at that junior welterweight division. The 140-pound division now has two, not one, two, because Subriel Matias won the fight. But like I like to say, you know, for people like in the case of Ponce, in boxing, sometimes you can take a defeat but not lose. You see what I'm saying? Because he took a defeat last night. He lost at the hands of Subriel, but he didn't lose. He took the defeat, but he didn't lose. Because what happens now is his name becomes, you know, based on the performance, his name now is somebody that people want to see, and they're going to look forward to watching him the next time. I know I, for one, definitely going to be looking forward to seeing Ponce or Matias the next time either one of them fight. And there's great fights for either one of them lined up at 140. You know, as for the champion now, because they fought for the vacant IBF belt that Josh Taylor dropped. So the belt was vacant. The winner was going to be champion in Puerto Rico. We did it. We got another champion now. The 8th champion in Puerto Rican history at the 140-pound division. So Subriel Matias, congratulations. Look forward to seeing more of him. Great fights out there. Like, he got a fight now that he can make with the King of the Hill, which is Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis is the King of the Hill at 140. You know, him and Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's another guy that they could have a big fight. You know, Matias versus Josh Taylor. Matias versus Regis Prograis. Or even Teofimo Lopez. Or even the Ponce rematch. Because Ponce wants the rematch. And Subriel Matias, you could tell, with his demeanor, I love it, man. He got that old school Puerto Rican fighter mentality. Bring on anybody type mentality. And he's willing to take the Ponce rematch. And I'm sure he's willing to take the Prograis fight. Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, Jack Catterall, whoever comes. This is going to be a very, very competitive division for years to come. So if you haven't watched the fight, go watch it. I'm about to watch it again because this fight was incredible. I'm Wise for Wise Words Media. Viva Puerto Rico. We did it. Another champion. Peace.